All right. Ready?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty, welcome back to the Son of a Boy Dad podcast. Today it is Wednesday, the 13th.
And the president is dead.
It is 8 a.m. Had to get up early for this one. Just get here early and grind.
And I don't know why you were so late, because me and Francis were here at 7 a.m.
We're happy
I
to
mean,
be
this
here.
is your bitch-ass joke. Make fun of my contribution to your bitch-ass joke. I was at church
It's a
on
defense
Sunday.
mechanism.
I was at church on Sunday.
Yeah,
Away game.
that was the Lord.
Baptism. 32nd Sunday in ordinary time. And we were in, I think, like Upper Perkiomen, Pennsylvania. And it was the kind of church where people wear like Eagles jerseys to mass.
I love that.
I saw a dude in a Nick Foles jersey, and then I saw a dude in a Kelly Green Riley Cooper jersey.
Really?
Riley Cooper. You guys remember who Riley Cooper was?
Yeah, of course.
Do you remember who
No.
he was? He was an Eagles player. He was like their white wide receiver. He went to Florida. He was like a good deep threat.
Yeah.
But then he went to a country concert, and like someone caught him on video being like, "I'll fight every N-word in there."
Holy shit.
Mhm.
Like he's on
Coop
a
man.
football team, one of like 5% of the white dudes or whatever.
Well, it's probably why he's wearing the jersey, trying to get some blessings over to Cooper.
Yeah, they
Heal
probably
him.
They probably were just trying
Yeah.
to fucking look out for him. And it was for a baptism. And then during the baptism part of it, there was like someone who was in the family, not on my side of the aisle where everyone's getting baptized, but on the other side, a dude was like kneeling for like part of the mass, and he just like reached down and pulled out a 2-liter Coca-Cola.
Damn.
and started drinking it in the
That's
mass.
crazy.
I had never seen anything like it, dude. The dude just
Was there
unscrewed
was there people like watching like the Panthers Giants game on their
probably
phones?
probably just checking it out on their phone.
That's crazy.
But he just surreptitiously like almost silently and slowly pulled up the fucking 2-liter red Coke
That's
to his
hilarious.
fucking mouth and started chugging away at it. It was so real.
Bringing the 2-liter to church is diabolical. I mean, that's crazy.
They say that a child baptized with Coca-Cola, that there's actually a 100% chance he will beat his wife. That's what they say,
It is.
statistically speaking.
Well, I mean, I just was surprised to see it at a Catholic church.
Yeah.
Save that for the non-denominational shit,
Yeah.
bro. Don't bring that shit into Catholicism, bro.
Mhm.
We'll turn that fucking Coca-Cola into the blood of Christ over
Oh,
in
yeah.
the Catholic Church.
We'll turn that Coca-Cola over into Jack and Coke.
Right.
the
Matthew,
Jack
Mark,
and
Luke,
Coke
and John
mix.
and Coke, bro. Fucking the gospel of Coke.
Yeah.
But it was rattling. But hell of a reading in there. Unbelievable stuff.
What were they preaching on?
Old Testament shit. This bro, it was a famine, and he went to these pagans, and he was like, he saw a widow, and he was like, "Make me some food." And she was like, "We don't have any food, and I have a small amount of flour and a small amount of oil, and I'm gonna make myself and my son some bread, and then we're gonna die."
Damn.
Is what they said. And the guy was like, "Still, make me some food
I'm
first."
hungry. Yeah.
And she was like, "All right." And she made him some food. And since she had trusted in someone who was, I guess, a prophet, they had food for a year or some shit like that.
Oh, classic. That's always how those stories end.
But it was he was probably
And
just
then they ate for years.
like, yeah.
Turned out he wasn't just a douchebag.
But he probably just like
He
got
was
his,
a wizard.
he's the one who told the story. So he probably just got the bread from them.
Oh yeah, they died
And walked
immediately.
away.
Yeah, they died
Mhm.
directly
They
after
didn't
that
even
happened.
get their last
Yeah.
meal.
Yeah.
And he just walked away.
And
It
then he
was
just wrote
like-
down, and then they ate forever.
Yeah. It's like, wait, how do you know? And it was probably just him exercising. Like, that's when the patriarchy was probably at its peak.
Oh yeah,
There was these like non-believing pagans with their fucking, and she's a widow, and he's a man, probably like homeless, and he's just like, make me some fucking food.
Yeah.
And she was
How
like,
many dudes do you think left mass that day and went home and told their wife to make them food as like a joke? Like, make me some food.
Make me bread.
Yeah.
Probably none of them, because nobody listens
No
to
one pays
Catholic
attention.
mass.
Yeah.
Nobody's paying attention. But during the baptism part, the priest was like begging the men to come to mass. He was like, in a lot of cultures, the Italians specifically, they never, the men basically say, ladies, you take the kids to mass, and they just wash their hands of it. And he was begging the men to participate in the mass cycle.
Well, I mean, they shouldn't have made mass fall on the same day as ball, especially when we got games in Munich.
That's what the Jews figured out.
Especially when we got games in Munich happening.
Exactly.
Yeah, that is the challenge.
The early games. I mean,
What am I going to do? Not watch the Panthers Giants?
The Jews don't like college ball because that's on their Sabbath.
Yeah.
And the Catholics, I mean, shouldn't like pro ball.
When did you have you been going to mass on Sunday for a long time?
It was probably started like 36 years ago.
No, he's lying.
What?
There's no way you've been going, dude. When you had to do confession for the yak, you literally had to like find a church. Like, you didn't even know where a church was.
I went to a local church and I filmed it.
And you said it was your first time doing confession in like 20 years.
I don't do confession.
But
I
you
don't
go.
do the
You go to church
sacraments.
I've never heard you talk about church once until the last 2 weeks.
Well, no, that was more weeks. That was the 30th Sunday of ordinary time, and now we're talking about the 32nd. So that's actually will be 3 weeks.
I don't believe you.
What would
Dude,
God think about
Francis,
just making this up?
am I wrong? He's never mentioned church once, and then
That's why I
and then I
asked the
texted him at
question.
1 p.m. yesterday. He goes, "I'm at church. What's going on in the games?"
And it's been the last couple of weeks,
Yes,
and I
exactly.
feel like we have a blossoming,
Yeah.
born anew.
Exactly. I mean, if you're going to church, I don't care, but I don't believe that you've been going to church every Sunday.
I just didn't know that you guys would
since
care.
I've known you.
I didn't know that you guys would
I'm
care.
impressed.
Because like I talked about it on the 30th Sunday of ordinary time, and suddenly everybody's like, "Oh, like this is funny," and I was like, "Oh, I didn't realize that there's like something to this." And so now, you know what I mean? I'm happy to recount the readings, because then in some ways I'm a vessel. In some ways I am bringing the Lord to you guys.
And also, you make it so that we don't have to go.
I'm
'Cause we're
evangelizing.
we're gonna get the
Yeah.
message.
This is your mass. You know what
The
I mean?
Lord of God. By the way, don't try with him because he's,
Half. I'll tell him half. That's why I only told him the first reading.
he's unwilling to receive the word of
I
the Lord.
literally am. I'm a confirmed Catholic.
His Lord.
I get to
Confirmed.
claim.
Am
I
I
get to
getting this right?
complain. I get
Just
to.
tell me if I'm getting this right. They believe, Roan, and I might be a little hazy on this. They believe that the Catholic God is satanic. Is that right?
Basically, or like that Jesus is not the Messiah. That Jesus is just like a fuckboy. Like he's on the same level as Moses and Abraham and Jacob. And
Oh,
all
is that
the
why they
other-
killed him?
Yeah, basically, because they wanted to prove that he's just another prophet, that he could die like everybody in the
I
Pentateuch.
never knew why they wanted to kill him so badly.
Jealousy.
I thought it was because he defaulted on a real estate loan.
Very
Usury.
funny. Very funny.
Back then, your people were the Corcoran of
I'm aware.
the Egyptian Mount Sinai desert, whatever it is.
It was, and that's why you guys run the media today, according to Theo Vaughn. on
Brown, Harris,
Joe Rogan.
Stevens.
Yeah.
Douglas Elliman.
Then in the second, or in the gospel, there's this, everybody's like giving money. And then there's this old woman who comes up and she's broke as a joke, doesn't have a fucking dollar to her name. All she has is 2 coins worth a penny each.
And Jews let her live
Well, she gave up both of her coins.
because
This happened at mass.
they were going to kill her.
No, this is the second. This is the gospel, bro.
Wow.
You can pay attention, bro. That's why I need to really slow it down for you. But it's more significant that she gave both coins,
Right.
because if she had only 1 coin, then it's a binary decision: do you give or do you not give? But if with 2
She
coins,
gave
she
it all.
could have given half. She gave all. When she had the option to still give half of
She should get a
everything she was
financial
worth.
advisor. This is why they need the Jews. That's just dumb spending.
I would have pretended I only had one
Yeah.
and
Right.
said if I had to, I'd give all.
Yeah.
Palming.
But I would hold the other
Hold
coin
on to the other one.
in
Yeah,
my
you palm
sphincter.
it.
Yeah.
You just slide it up. That's why they call it the coin slot. She was had to
Yeah.
put it.
I mean,
within
you gotta
her.
have at least a penny to your name.
I would hold it in the webbing of my hand and then do a magic trick. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Like Oz the Mentalist.
Yeah.
I only have the one, but what's that in your ear?
What happened with Oz the Mentalist last night? Didn't he? Jalen Hurts didn't like him.
I saw something like that. I didn't watch the video. I said if Jalen Hurts doesn't like him, I don't like him.
Isn't it Oz the Mentalist?
Oz Perlman.
Is that him? That's his name?
Well, I don't want to be like racist, but black dudes don't really fuck around with magic.
I mean, I think they
No, take that back.
No, it's true.
black magic. That's a thing.
Well, I mean, but it's not black magic.
Was there any black dudes in Slytherin? Because didn't they have like the most dark magic? And then they had literally no
Francis
black
would know.
dudes?
They were the bad guys. I don't know that there were many black guys in the entire Harry Potter
So
universe, which would be
There
to
was
Harry's
two.
point.
There was
Griffith, fucking Hogwarts was just like, we know they're not going to come.
Yeah, it's
So-
realistic.
But
You send the owl, you know that they're never getting that letter. They're taking that letter and they're throwing it right in the shredder.
When you send the owl, you know they're going to deep fry it. I can't have that.
so you have to keep
Can't
it.
have that.
Slytherin was a bunch of dudes pretending to be black magic, though.
Yeah.
No,
Fitted hats.
they were bad guys. They were bad guys. They were the dark arts household.
But they're appropriating black magic. You know what I mean? They're not actually black. They're pretending to be black.
Well,
magic.
they were trafficking in it though.
But I don't think black magic has anything to do with being black. I don't think it's like if a black dude starts doing card tricks, it's like, holy shit, the dark arts.
Yeah. I think we know that though. We know.
There's at least two black dudes. Kingsley Shacklebot
Oh yeah.
was a black bro, and
Kingsley.
then the dude who did the play-by-play at the Quidditch matches.
But those
Was
were
it
just
Dean?
those guys were just cast in the movie as black actors. The
No,
book
no.
was never like.
I think they were
And
like.
then
this
Harry
is a
ran
black
into
bro.
Kingsley Shacklebot, who never knew his father. And
I think they called him Jamaican. I mean, they also called him Kingsley Shacklebot. It's like J.K. Rowling calling the
bank.
shit. The bank is
Gringotts.
goblins. The
okay, so
Chinese
there's inferences.
the
yeah.
Chinese girl is Cho Chang.
Cho Chang.
It's just so racist.
The Indian girl is Parvati Patali or something
Yeah.
like that.
Parvati Patel, yeah.
Yeah, Parvati Patel.
And Kingsley Shacklebot, we're to assume that is.
No, I think they say he's Jamaican in it.
What? Really?
I think so. And that's the way she could say he's Jamaican
I
without
gotta
him
look
being
that up.
black.
Dude, imagine being the owl and then you have to go to Jamaica. You're like, dude, come on.
All right, we're going to send you to do some mail. And they're like, where? Sussex? Surrey?
Yeah.
Jamaica?
Kingsley Shacklebolt.
Bolt.
Yeah.
Give me
One of the
one.
few characters in the Harry Potter series, and one of only 4 with a speaking role.
Did
Of black people?
Yeah.
you hear that there was like an old
It's crazy
theory
that someone counted that.
well, when it's 4, you don't have to count that.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Kingsley was a tall black wizard and was described as broad-shouldered. He was bald and wore a single gold hoop earring. He had a slow, deep voice that was said to be reassuring.
He was hung like a horse.
Boy, they didn't even need to say that. That's exactly how I pictured him.
right.
I just knew his voice sounded like molasses.
Was he? But he wasn't. Was he British or was he Jamaican?
He's described as black in the Harry Potter books.
He's neither. He's just black.
His ethnicity is mentioned in the text, specifically noting his dark skin. Wow.
Shacklebolt. Has like a slavery.
Yeah, that's just racist.
Undertow.
Yeah, it's just racism.
Yeah.
That's all that is.
Yeah.
But she was probably like, well, we have diversity. We have a girl and a redhead.
Shacklebolt is crazy.
I
mean, that's like, I'm surprised they let that go through. The editors had to have been like, what's up with the Shacklebolts thing?
Well, I heard they actually had her tone it down.
Really?
Yeah, the original name was Wesley Snipes.
Oh, man. We could have been so much more racist there.
Yeah,
So
I
applaud your
didn't know what
restraint.
you were gonna say. Glad we landed on Wesley Snipes.
Have you heard Chappelle's joke about how the blackest name he can think of is Draymond Green? It's like one of those things. I'd never thought that until he said it,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh yeah, that's great.
Really? When I think of I think like the blackest dude in the NFL is DK Metcalf. That's always just been my
Name wise,
name wise.
interesting. I'm trying to think of why.
Jadeveon Clowney is up there.
That's good. Jadavian.
Yeah.
That's damn good.
Josh Allen has to easily be the whitest name in the NFL.
Oh, really? I think the Josh Allen. There's a black dude named Josh Allen too.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. You got me there.
I think Josh Allen's relatively black.
Mm.
There's got to be some super white names.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. Oh, a good Irish boy.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, young Patty Mahomes.
Does he have Irish ancestry?
You can't be named Mahomes or not.
I would have thought, yeah.
I think his mom was his mom donned the red hat, and I'm not talking about the Chiefs one.
Yeah, she was wearing the Trump.
Which is crazy because she's right next to Taylor Swift's box.
Mm-hmm.
And
People are pissed at Tay
Why?
Because she walked slowly.
because I guess she didn't do enough for the election.
The fuck is she supposed to do?
Steal the vote, bro.
Look at what Elon did.
Yeah.
Elon ran Trump's ground game.
Did he?
That's what they said.
They're saying that Elon rigged the election.
Well, he didn't rig it.
That's what they're saying online. On Reddit last night, they were saying that apparently there's tapes of Elon saying if we change a line of code, we can fuck with the vote count.
Legendary.
You would like Elon. He's obsessed with video games. Obsessed.
Yeah, he's ranked in Diablo.
Plays Quake.
Top 20 in the world.
Top 20 in the world is Diablo 4.
Really?
Yeah.
That's actually a great game. I've played that.
It's actually pretty crazy. Like I like if you look up the rankings, he actually is. It says Elon Musk. He's like,
It's crazy that he just finds time to do that.
Well, they
I
do
don't
it.
think it's that crazy.
He'll be at like SpaceX headquarters working on a problem with them until midnight, and then he and the engineers just go play video games till 4 a.m.
That's like how Mooj was when he first came to Barstool.
oh yeah.
We were just playing Diablo. We didn't realize we had a true Musk on our hands.
Played so much Search and Destroy this weekend.
You did?
So fun. Most fun I've had playing video games in a while.
I believe it.
Me, Mook, Peters, Bo.
Wait, Mook is in with the boys?
Oh yeah, big time. They play with Mook without me.
Really?
Yeah.
So you're
Like
about to be out.
Peters and Mook play video games together. It's hilarious.
I like
It's
to
so
hear
crazy because you gate kept them for so long and like you wouldn't play video games with Pat Beverly.
Well,
And he got mad when I started becoming good friends with Bo.
because you were becoming friends with them specifically trying to hijack my friend group.
And what's Mook doing?
That's you being insecure. I was friends with them because I like their personalities.
Well, I'm not sure about that.
Bo and I have a lot in common. Peters and I play chess together.
You think you and Bo have a lot in common because of how he presents himself in public, but Bo played video games for like 6 hours yesterday. You wouldn't do that.
The only thing preventing me from playing video games is that I haven't purchased a gaming console.
You should get one.
You should get the headset, the Meta headset.
I was a big gearhead.
Yeah.
Gears of War.
Yeah.
I played it all the time.
And I mean, chess is basically a video game.
That it is.
When you're playing like chess against somebody,
It's
I
the
don't know
original.
about that.
That's you're gaming.
The original
Definitely
video game.
gaming whenever you're playing online chess.
Mm-hmm.
What is the original? I guess Pong.
The original video game?
Yeah.
I think it's
Pong is up there. Yeah, that's pretty good.
yeah, I don't know.
Does Pong predate like arcade games? I guess like pinball was the precursor.
Yeah. That's not really a video game.
I know.
hate
It was like
pinball.
a precursor.
Can someone explain? This is a genuine question. Is pinball a skill game?
I think so.
It is.
You get better.
Yeah, definitely.
So when I play, so often the ball just goes into a place where neither of the flippers can hit it.
Yeah.
And I die.
Yeah.
How do really good pinball players prevent that?
Because
from
you gotta
happening?
angle it so that it never goes. You probably know where it's gonna go based on the angle. So you gotta know the angles to make sure that it's not gonna bounce off something and land in the middle.
And people know, like a good pinball player knows the lay of the land.
Yeah.
It's
Right.
like
They know
having
the
played
map.
the golf course before.
Exactly.
You know where the bunkers are.
Yeah.
You know where to hit it.
Do they catch it every time with the flipper up, and they catch it and then let it roll down a little and go?
I don't know. I think catching it is kind of like the reset. Catching it is like, all right, let's take a deep breath.
But
We're
you
still
can't-
alive.
You can't guarantee that you're gonna direct the ball in the direction you want to out into the landscape if you don't catch it.
I think that's coming from people that don't play the game ever.
No, that's true. Because if the ball's just coming down fast and you just hit it.
But you probably know the timing of hitting it.
I went to a pinball factory on a bachelor party one time, and there was like a wrestling video game that featured CM Punk, and I was with CM Punk at the time.
Oh, that's cool.
And he got to see it.
He was on the bachelor party?
He was at the bachelor party.
Was John Mayer there as well?
He was.
That one.
I don't know if he didn't go to the pinball thing though.
Wasn't really his speed.
He was where we had the baseball game later on that day.
Yeah,
I think he wanted to sleep in.
He wanted to get a little rest
He
in.
wanted to work on his 6-string.
Understandable.
Guy like me, though, I'm going to every activity at a bachelor party.
Yeah, of
I'm not
course.
missing out because, I mean, bachelor parties, you're going to find a guy to ostracize.
Mhm.
So you always got to be on the inside of the circle.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense to me. I've
You've never been on a bachelor
Never been to
party?
one. Oh, speaking of which, my sister got engaged this weekend.
What?
Hey!
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
So happy for him. You think me and Francis can go?
Yeah.
We've all been wondering when that was going to happen.
Yeah.
Are you giving this guy a hard time or what?
Would it be
No.
all right if I had a Sour Patch watermelon?
Yeah, they're over a week old.
That's fine. They're cryogenically.
They last forever. I
proven.
might have polished them off. All right, if you're going to have one, I'm going to have one too. We'll go down together.
None for you?
I bought those last week, and then I saw that there's 84% of your weekly sugar in them. It's insane how much sugar. You look at the calories, you're like, okay, not crazy. And then you look at the sugar amount. I fucking had 2 of them, and my left eye started twitching.
44 grams.
That's so many guams.
You're supposed to have 25 grams of sugar a day.
It's a ridiculous
And
amount
there's
of sugar.
44 guams in there? All right, I'll have one.
I've been hammering
to show
smoothies
'em
every
cool.
morning because I'm off the coffee.
Bro, it wasn't the coffee, bro.
Definitely was part of it. Well, no,
It's the vape, bro, but you just can't quit the vape.
dude, people were like DMing me saying like, "Oh, you got to quit the Juul." I've had panic attacks way long before I was using the Juul.
And then they stopped, and now they're back.
It has nothing to do with the Juul. I have a panic disorder. I have panic attacks constantly. Not constantly because I know how to manage them, but like I'm always close.
Right,
you
so
know?
nothing triggers them.
I'm always right there.
Yeah, but they don't get triggered by anything, right?
No, not really.
That's not true. Then why would you quit coffee if you think nothing triggers them?
Because last week, because I had so many panic attacks. So I hadn't had a panic attack, probably a real panic, like a full-on, out of control one, since I was probably like 3 or 4 years, and then I had like 4 of those last week. So then all of the walls came crashing down, and then all of a sudden it was like everything that makes me anxious, that has made me anxious in the past, was making me anxious again. So like being in cars, all of a sudden I was anxious in Ubers. The idea of being on a plane, I was like, I can't go on a plane right now. And then like caffeine, that's gonna make me feel like shit.
When was your first panic attack?
In high school.
And when did you start drooling? Before high school.
Yeah, but dude, I mean, I don't know. I don't really understand what
1 plus
this
2
is.
equals 3.
I know what it is. It has nothing to do with
0
that.
factorial equals
Let's just
1.
put it this way. It is a possible cause, and you're not going to cut it out.
Yeah, but I do. It's not. It's not a possible cause
Why?
because I know what the triggers are, and it has nothing to do with the Juul.
Then why'd you quit coffee?
Because caffeine is one of the triggers.
So
So
why
is
isn't a Juul a trigger?
Because it's not.
What? Who says? You? You just know your body?
Yes, exactly.
Mm-mm. I don't buy it.
All right.
I think you got to get off gluten too. I think what it would reset you is you go to Paris for your masters. You get your masters in Paris and you'll be fucking good to go.
That's always a.
It's always on the table to go
Yeah.
get your degree.
Yeah.
Always nice to go. Just the option of getting your degree. Well,
I
I'm
watched
happy
that
that
podcast. I watched that podcast on the YouTube split screen with the Ravens and the Bengals, and then that on the other side.
YouTube allowed you to put those two up simultaneously.
I'm kidding.
They should, honestly.
I know.
YouTube
I don't think you
TV.
can play. You can't play regular YouTube videos on the multi-view.
Only things that have been like selected to be paired,
which
on
is
the
so
multi-view.
stupid. You
Well,
can't
they-
pair certain games together.
Yeah,
Makes no sense.
I wonder why that is. Why you can't just pair two things? Like, why can't it just be an individual part of what they're broadcasting.
I don't know.
That's
Did you
dumb
guys
as
know
hell.
that? I was just told that Zach Bryan unfollowed or blocked
He didn't unfollow you. I checked.
every single Barstool employee except
Yeah.
for me. How did you know that?
Because I
He
checked.
What? Why would you check?
Because you said that he followed you on Instagram. And then I went to his following tab, and the first thing that comes up is people that I follow that he follows, and you were the first person.
I have some. Well, I mean, like
He hasn't blocked me.
Meek Phil and like Dukes think
But
that
he
they
doesn't
were.
follow you?
No, I don't follow him.
But Meek
He's
Phil
probably
and
waiting for
Dukes,
me to make
they
that
think
first
that they
move.
were unfollowed. It's because they run Barstool accounts, and so when you block someone, like say they run like college football Barstool or something like
Yeah.
that. When you block that account, then all the other accounts associated with it get blocked.
Best,
wasn't
feature,
going
best
through-
feature on Instagram, to be honest.
Right, he wasn't going through like blocking like Katie's stats or
Yeah.
like
Mhm.
random people. Like all these people have this like
I love that. Block this account. It says block this account and any other accounts they may have and new accounts that they create. Blocks the IP.
exactly. So all these people think
Just
that there's,
finishes
like,
off the IP.
a personal attack on them
Yeah.
that they're like, oh yeah, he. Unfortunately, he doesn't know who they are.
No.
Did everyone talk about this? I didn't know about this.
What?
Everyone's talking about this?
The blocking?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been the talk of the town.
Oh.
The block of the town.
I don't think he knows that I work here.
He probably just knows you from tires.
I don't know what he knows me from.
Whatever. As long as you go unscathed, that's all that matters,
I mean, dare I say I'm Team Zach?
Bruh.
bro.
I'm kidding. I would never say such a thing.
You just did.
Clip it.
That
Clip
I said,
Clip
dare
it.
I say?
Clip it, post
Would
it,
I dare?
spread it.
Dare I dare not.
Clip it, post it, spread it to your friends. Ruin him.
Ruin him too.
Ruin Francis.
Diss track coming. Activated. Oh God.
The tallest man.
The most ripped man who could do the most laps. Where has Gaz been?
I haven't seen his crazy ass in a minute. I
That's
see him downstairs occasionally.
I miss his ass.
And he goes, King of New York.
They'll go, "Hey, Ron," to me, which of course is a reference to a Barstool radio caller from 2017.
Yep, of course.
Of course, everybody knows that. Classic.
No sleep, Ethan.
I'm already crashing off of these Sour Patch
Yeah, me
Kids.
too.
Every single Barstool like fan has like a name.
What do you mean?
Like I said, no sleep, Ethan. It easily could have been who it was.
No sleep, Ethan.
You don't remember?
No sleep, Ethan.
Big Jeans, Brett. Dude, you need to catch up on your Barstool history.
You don't know Big Jeans, Brett.
Tell me you don't. Tell me you didn't forget about Big Jeans, Brett. First down, Phil.
I saw a TikTok of Brett Merriman doing this exact thing on his new podcast.
Really?
Going through and going to his co-host, being like, "Is this a real person or a fake person?" And it's hilarious. Some of the names. He's like Double Vodka Don.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh man, classic, timeless shit going on at this company, dude. You should have seen us talking ball last week. I feel like people are going to be clamoring for a Thursday episode.
Well, I was saying, and we should do it again, but maybe you'll just do it at the end.
at the very end,
At the end of
just
the
go through
sode.
every game.
Hmm.
I mean, we made a parlay, and it honestly, if you would bet all the games straight, you would be a fucking millionaire.
Yeah, yeah. And I every single Sunday I think about. I'm like the amount of bets that I've hit that I haven't won from because I only do parlays. Like I would have made so much because, but I don't know why. I just like refuse to bet straight. Except for the Patriots, I always bet
You're
the
the
Patriots.
least straight guy I know.
I always bet the Patriots straight. Phenomenal game from the Patriots.
Playing against one of the worst teams in the league.
Not really.
The Bears suck now.
Oh, they suck right now. They suck. Yeah, of course. Now the Bears are a bad team because the Patriots beat them.
Exactly.
Dude, the Patriots destroyed them. We played phenomenal. Our defense was incredible.
What's the Patriots' record?
Our style was
3-7?
our defense was impregnable. No one. Tyson.
Well,
Tyson.
Tyson.
Come on
I
now.
just saw a
Tyson.
clip talk where he talks about how Jake Paul is a manufactured killer, but he's a natural born killer.
I watched that one with the sound off. Can you give me like an impression of what he actually sounded like?
He's watching Jake Paul on the TV, and Jake Paul says, "Mike, I respect you, but I'm gonna take the take your legacy or I'm going to something like that. And Mike goes, makes a sound. And he goes, the thing about Jake Paul, he's the manufactured killer. I'm a natural born killer.
Honestly, in some ways, I prefer the manufactured killer. That's probably like the Native Americans probably thought the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
They're like, we're natural born killers. The
I
white man
definitely
is
give me the manufactured guy 9 times out of
Cortez
10.
and the white man are.
Yeah.
But really, like the manufactured killer probably has like a trumpet-ended shotgun that'll buckshot an entire tribe simultaneously and some smallpox blankets to go along with it.
Dude, did you guys see? I was just thinking of this because Francis brought up Mike Tyson watching Jake Paul on the TV. Did you guys see the Trump video of him watching Kamala's rally and then telling the people what to tweet?
Dictating it?
Yeah.
I didn't. I heard someone talking about it.
Dude, it is. I could literally watch 24 hours of it.
So he's not typing those tweets himself, though?
He's telling them exactly what to say. Like all caps, say this.
Oh, he tells them when to capitalize? And
like
not?
dude, it is unbelievable.
So it's like him dictating a text.
Yes.
When he's driving.
They're sitting there watching it and she just keeps going, thank you. And they're clapping and he's just like, oh my God, this is way too many thanks. He's just tearing her apart right from the beginning. It's unbelievable. They need to like release that weekly.
Yeah, they probably won't.
They won't.
They won't give the American people what they need.
No. That's what we need.
You know what I need? According to every dude on Instagram,
Vitamin D.
A haircut. And this is what I don't understand.
Here we go.
Why are dudes DMing me and telling me I need a haircut?
Because they got to be gay.
That's what it is.
They're gay guys.
I get DMs from people every single day being like, dude, you need new socks. Dude, you need a new hat. You need a new haircut. You're wearing that jacket again. You're wearing those pants. Like, it's like, I don't care.
I don't know why people
just gotta
think,
go like this. You just gotta.
Why would it
flow down
bother
the river,
anyone?
brother.
I don't care how I look right now. I'm going through a phase where I truly don't care.
I don't believe you.
Well,
I think you're lying. It's pretty easy to say that because I say that. I'm always like, I don't care. I don't care what I look like. I don't care about, but I do.
No, I don't care about my hair.
Yeah, I don't care about my hair.
I think your hair looks good.
But then you see a bad picture of your hair and then you care about your hair.
No.
And then you go,
insane.
whoa.
I think it's like...
It's the longest it's ever been.
No, it's not.
It's not.
This is the longest it's ever been.
No, it's not.
In high school, you had longer hair.
They
This is
showed us the
longer
picture
now.
of you in high school. It was down to your shoulders.
This is way longer now than it was in high school. I just didn't have it tamed in high school.
I would love to see it untamed.
Because I grew
like
it out
was.
from like a buzz cut. So
Let it
every
out.
strand was exactly the same
Oh,
length.
yeah. That's always the worst.
I never shaped it with a haircut.
Yeah.
I didn't set it right.
When I got the buzz cut, I was devastated when I found out that you have to like go get your hair cut like weekly to like maintain the shape. I was like, what? I was like, I got the buzz cut so I would never have to go to the barber again. That was the plan.
Otherwise, you look like a Chinese landlord.
Yeah, exactly. You just get like an afro.
Yeah.
Every piece just starts growing and then it's just like up.
Like a Chinese landlord.
What are they?
Similar to a Chinese landlord.
It's not racist if you give the person like a position of like strength and authority.
I hate my landlord.
Like a Chinese president.
I've told you guys about when my landlord called me.
Your Jewish landlord?
I don't know if he might be Jewish. I think he was Italian, to be honest.
What did he call you?
Called me and he was
Probably
like,
a Dago.
he's like, this is Harry. And I was like, hello? It's like, why didn't you send us our money yet? And I was like, I did. I'd sent it on the online. It was really like, it was a very, I don't really remember the word for it, but it was a very intimidating phone call. He pretty much was insinuating that he was going to come break my kneecaps.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
What kneecaps?
You don't have kneecaps,
Yeah.
you fucking idiot.
You can't have kneecaps if you don't go outside.
You don't even have kneecaps. Bro doesn't even have kneecaps.
The kneeless.
Bro is salty
Nerd.
and seething right now, bro.
Yeah.
I do.
Bro has no kneecaps.
His
I do
cool
have
pants.
kneecaps.
Me thinks the bro does protest too much. Oh, I do have kneecaps. Who are you trying to convince, bro? Bro,
You
has
guys
no
look like you have
caps.
less kneecaps than me.
What?
My
What do you call
kneecaps-
this, bro?
I have Osgood-Schlatters disease.
Yeah.
That's
All
like
right,
when you
bro.
have too much kneecap.
Chill down with your Harvard talk.
Starts breaking off and starts breaking off like a continental shelf or something.
I have Oshlosher's disease.
He's
you know
Oshkosh
Oshkosh
Bagosh.
Just making
Slaughters.
shit up.
He's got the Pangea of kneecaps. They're connected with one another. And then they just slowly broke apart through time.
I've got beautiful kneecaps.
All right, bro. I'll be the judge of that. Roll up.
Look at that cap.
Then why'd you pull your pointy ass kneecaps like a rhinoceros? Why'd you pull your socks up so high today?
I always have them at this height.
Yeah. Pulled up to your eyeballs.
Well, because when you bike and you walk, you don't want the wind touching your legs.
yeah, but like a
You
little
don't
bit
want
of
the wind
break in
touching
the
your
sock,
legs.
I feel like would be really nice.
Everybody comments now on everything I do about the fact that I was reading in 1984 without my shirt on.
It's so funny.
That's
just-
the thing now. That's my thing.
You just gonna work that out?
Hmm?
The way that you said that, you like looked the other way. It was like you were talking to yourself.
I thought he was doing a Jim Halpert camera spike.
I think he was.
No, I didn't look at the camera. Oh, there's the camera. I couldn't even see it.
Everything I do now, people just comment about my 1984 book.
And we're just like silently talking to each other in the background.
It
We go
occurs
out
to me.
It haunts my every move, every step I take.
It does occur to me that I told that story, so it's on me.
Yeah, and it was weird.
What, the move was or the story?
No, the move.
I think it's way funnier that you told this. If you had done it and never told the story, then it would be weird. But you telling the story makes it funny.
I realized that it was weird. That's why I told the story, because it occurred to me. Yeah,
Did you want to get ahead of it, or you thought it was funny?
Yeah, a little bit of that.
You thought it was gonna leak?
Yeah.
You thought it was gonna leak?
I don't know.
You don't want it to. I mean, it's better if you control the story.
Control the narrative. Yeah.
I'm 100% like that. It's like you go in. I mean, that's 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I am white. I am a fucking bum. I do live
Exactly.
in a trailer with my mom.
Yeah, I do take my shirt off at my friends' houses. I do read 1984.
Did you finish it?
No, I only read 5 pages, 10 pages.
Did they ever make a movie out of it?
I'm sure they did.
I don't know.
It's probably buns.
It's
Probably
good though. I'm
cheese.
enjoying it.
You know
Not
what
as
I
much as I'm enjoying the Elon Musk biography though.
What have you learned about Musk?
Elon grew up in South Africa. His dad was a nightmare.
Great African American man. On the African American, I think it was like Australian Survivor. There's a South African woman on there, and she tells a black lady that she's more African American. She is.
Dear God.
Aren't South Africans like traditionally like insanely racist?
Yep.
Yeah,
Most racist country on earth, probably.
Right.
but you guys have both been there.
Well, that's why. It was like
Wanted to go to the homeland.
It's like how
Get in touch
Jewish
with your
people
roots.
do birthright.
Yeah.
Or Muslims do
A Hajj.
Hajj to
And terrorism.
Ground Zero.
He went to he grew up in South Africa.
He grew up in South Africa, and the craziest thing. Well, he just decided he wanted to move to America, or I don't know. Yeah, he wanted to go to North America, so he went to Canada and got a plane ticket and showed up at his cousin's house. Like, got to the bus station in Canada after flying from South Africa and called his cousin and said, "I'm here. Come pick me up." Had not told his cousin that he was coming.
Yeah. It's Elon.
And went and lived with them
It's
for a
Elon.
bit. Then he went to college in Canada and then transferred to Penn.
Oh, he went to Penn.
Hey man, Trump.
Couple
Philly
of years.
boys.
Where'd he go to uni in Canada?
McGill?
I think he went to
bro went to McGill.
Queens
Pretty sure
College.
He went
Queens
to, he went to
College?
uni in Queens.
Yeah.
That's good.
Saw some
a great
absolute
uni.
ducks up there.
Yeah.
A bunch of pigeons. Some skunks came out to the frat parties up at McGill. Woofed them.
It's pretty good. I've never heard that. I just saw too that Donnie and Biz are doing a series
Oh, yeah.
together.
It looks good, too.
That's amazing.
hiking series.
I would never have put those two together.
I would. Just a couple party animals.
Buddy, there's no way that you saw Biz and the Wonton Don together. Imagine the two of them on the
They
ski
were out
slopes.
at the Smoky Mountains.
I know. And then they were
Where's
like,
that?
North Carolina.
Tennessee? Oh, is it?
It's both.
Because then I saw them in Tennessee on like a party bus with like everybody on the party bus is like whooping it up towards the camera, and then Glenny Balls just has his back to the camera, like angrily hitting on a girl.
Oh yeah, he's like,
Glenny's there?
Of
course.
Glenny was down there. Glenny,
Fun.
can't believe. Yeah, really fun.
I dig that.
Yeah, totally. What else about Musk?
Okay.
Bless us with some stats about Musk.
He he started a company in college that was like a map company that was gonna sort of allow you to see I want to say like restaurants and places that were on a map. A precursor to Google Maps.
That's
yeah,
cool.
Sold that, I think, for a couple million, maybe. Made a couple million from that. Then he got involved in PayPal. And that was with Peter Thiel and this guy Levchin. And they
Lev Chin, is he Jewish or
something
Chinese?
Levchin. I don't know.
Make your mind up, brother. You don't see many Chinese Jews. Am I lying, boys? I'm sorry, go ahead.
So he did that, and then they ousted him. They ousted him at PayPal. And they did like a coup. And the four other founders said, like, you're out. And he was pretty devastated, but he didn't make a huge stink about it. Whereas everywhere else, he's been ousted from a few companies, and he's always made a huge stink about it. And there he did not. And that came back to be an incredibly smart level of restraint from him, because years later, when SpaceX and Tesla were simultaneously on the verge of bankruptcy, at the exact same moment, SpaceX's first 3 rockets, Falcon 1, had all failed and crashed, and Tesla couldn't keep down their manufacturing costs and were having all these crazy supply chain issues. It was the founders of PayPal, Peter Thiel and all those guys, who came in and gave him the necessary
Thiel is the bro.
money to keep him afloat and to finance the 4th rocket, which I think finally was the one that made it to orbit.
And now he got Trump elected.
Yeah. Now he's on top of the world.
Imagine Thiel knowing that now.
His first child, his first baby died of sudden infant death syndrome.
SIDS.
And he was devastated. Absolutely devastated. And then they did, he and his wife Justine tried again. And I think via IVF, they did 2 rounds. The first resulted in twins, and then the second round resulted in triplets.
Damn.
So his next
his seed is all over
2
the
efforts,
place.
he had 5 kids out of 2 pregnancies.
Damn.
That bro cannot quit.
Yeah.
And now he has so many kids. Some of them hate him. Some of them love him.
One of them moving to Canada, I think, or Europe.
Bro's going up to Canada, go to McGill.
Doesn't he? He has like a trans kid
Yeah.
that's moving to Canada or somewhere out of the country.
Headed to Canada to get some them pussy.
Exactly.
Which sounds sick. Damn, I gotta crack this book. I gotta peel shirt and crack book.
Then he in college, this is cool. At Penn, I think it was at Penn, maybe it was at Queen's in Canada, but he saw a way to make money where they had this off-campus house, he and his buddy, and they decided to charge a cover at the door. And they would just have like 500 person ragers and charge $5 a person at the door.
Bro invented the frat party.
And their house was disgusting because they didn't
Elon's?
really clean it up that much. They just used it as a shell to throw these house parties in.
Damn.
That's amazing.
500
Imagine the stimulating conversations that must have gone there.
Oh,
gone
yeah.
on there.
He loves to party, but he's not very good at it, apparently.
Elon?
Yeah.
How can you be bad at partying?
Autism.
They initially were going to use they were initially going to use Vandenberg Air Force Base or something as like their launch place for SpaceX, but the government contracts got kind of fucked up, so he ended up finding this like random island in the middle of fucking near Fiji,
Yeah.
which they used, but then they had a hard time shipping all the rocket parts out there.
Are autistics bad at partying? That cannot be true.
I don't think they're great at it.
I'm trying to think of one autistic party legend. Was Van Wilder autistic?
I don't know.
No.
Was Belushi autistic in
Animal House?
an Animal House?
That would be close.
Are there any autistic absolute fucking party leggies? There has to be. I'm sleeping on somebody.
Elon
Trying to
Musk is
think.
very smart. And a lot of people say, well, he's just been the guy that forced other really smart people to work beyond their comfort zones and create things. That's not true. He's in the weeds.
That also sounds pretty smart.
Bro,
He's a-
slurping on it.
He's a coder. He can code. He's fucking
He's great
smart.
at Diablo.
Yeah, he's the best Diablo player I've ever seen.
People just think that he gets other good Diablo players to play with him, but it's actually he is an operator. He can play Diablo
He's
himself.
literally a top Diablo
He
player.
is the Diablo. I was rewatching Ratatouille.
Oh, I've heard that's great.
Good movie.
You've heard that's great?
I've
You've never seen Ratatouille?
What? Hey guys, let's take a second to talk about HelloFresh. This holiday season is just around the corner and we're all looking for ways to spend and stress less. HelloFresh makes mealtime nearly hassle-free with delicious, home-delivered, chef-crafted recipes that come together quick and are less expensive than takeout. Whether you're craving hearty comfort food or trying to please picky eaters or looking for a calorie-smart meal plan, HelloFresh has all those options and more available on a rotating menu of 50 recipes to choose from every week. Step out of your recipe rut and make fun, flavorful meals without needing to hunt for specialty ingredients, and HelloFresh's pre-proportioned ingredients make less food and less waste.
That's exactly what I was going to highlight as my favorite thing is that they give you exactly the amount you need to use for that dish, whether it's herbs or spices or garlic.
Yes.
It's already prepped for you instead of me having to go and open up a clove of garlic and peel off that fucking skin that's so thin and get it all in my fingers and then dice it.
And then there's excess garlic
Yeah.
just sitting in your refrigerator.
Just end up throwing it away.
Sass is actually having us over for a Friendsgiving this year.
Yeah.
And we're going to surround his Ashley furniture couch and just all sit on that and eat on it as a table. And that's thanks to the good folks over at HelloFresh. Get 10 free meals at HelloFresh.com/freesun. Applied across 7 boxes, new subscribers only, and it varies by plan. That's 10 free HelloFresh meals. Just go to HelloFresh.com/freesun. Okay, guys, let's talk a little bit about Jack Black skincare. You know, it shouldn't bother me that women's body care products are always much nicer than men's, but it kind of does. And that's why I'm hooked on Jack Black. This podcast is sponsored by Jack Black, and Jack Black just came out with 4 new scents of their #1 deodorant, Pit Boss. Now, Pit Bosses aren't just casino figures. They're actually figures of fresh fragrance that reside in your armpits, and that's why they're calling them Pit Boss. Their deodorant is the best at controlling odor and wetness no matter what we're doing, and now we can have the cleanser, lotion, and antiperspirant in an all-time favorite scent, which is a total game changer. Jack Black's original Pit Boss deodorant is a top seller, and now you can get the same reliable odor and wetness protection in 4 new masculine scents. Big Sur, spelled S-I-R, offers a refreshing aroma that mixes marine, accord, and amber. And it's really the smells that get me. As long as I feel like I smell good and I smell like a man, then suddenly I feel good about myself and I carry that confidence throughout the day. Jack Black was founded over 20 years ago with a goal of offering men's body care products that were just as effective as women's body care products, and their commitment to superior skincare has made Jack Black, according to Circana, the #1 men's body care brand by total dollar sales. If you want simple, effective products that do what they say they're going to do, you need Jack Black. Head to getjackblack.com/boydad and use code BOYDAD for 10% off your order and free shipping. Once again, that's getjackblack.com/boydad for 10% off your order plus free shipping, and make sure you use my promo code BOYDAD so they know I sent you. Oh my God.
I didn't know that was the one to see.
Oh,
As
one
a
of the
Francophile-
great films.
I thought you were a Francophile.
I am the frankest of files.
You're a Frank who's a Francophile, but somehow you've never seen Ratatouille?
Non, je n'avais pas vu.
Je n'avais pas vu.
It's so good.
I have not seen it.
The rats. They go on top of the guy's head and they make him do stuff.
Oh, they manipulate him?
They make him a great chef
How?
by pulling his hair.
Does he know they're up there?
Oh, yeah.
He makes
So
a
he's
deal with
letting
the rat.
them dictate.
It's just one.
It's one genius rat who is like
He's a
super
great
smeller.
chef.
He's
can smell
puppeteering a
everything.
man.
Yes.
And the man knows that this is the arrangement.
Well, the
Mhm.
man has no cooking skills, but he's trying to get in and make something of himself.
Do other chefs know that there's a rat up there, or is he under a hat or something?
They suspect it.
He's under a hat though.
They suspect it.
But the guy who owns this restaurant, he's trying to get to the bottom of it, always snatching the hat off, but the rat is always conveniently eating some cheese.
The rat's always one step ahead.
This is a brilliant rat. And it doesn't surprise me. I think that rats are, in general, pretty brilliant.
Oh,
Played
yeah.
by Patton Oswalt, right? He plays the rat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bleeding heart liberal
Right
rat.
now. Lib
Wow.
rat. Rats for Kamala.
What is the moral of Ratatouille?
I don't really think there is one.
I think it's like go out and like break away from your family and do your own thing.
Maybe. It could be that because that's what the rat does. He escapes to the city.
All the family is like, you need to smell food for the rat colony. And he's like, nah.
But then he brings all of his rat brothers with him and
No,
then they
not on
feast.
purpose, though.
No, on purpose.
No, because his brother shows up and he's like,
Oh,
well, you owe it to
yeah.
us, rats. And
Yeah.
he's like, I got a good thing going.
And then they see all the rat poison in the window and they go, look what they do to us.
Yeah, all the dead rats
Yeah.
fucking hanging.
Look how
in
they
the
try to
window.
keep us down.
Would
So-
you? What would it take for you to eat rat?
Nothing.
You would do it.
No, I would never do that.
I think if you got hungry enough,
Nope.
you're starving. You're marooned
Dead.
somewhere, and someone presents you 2 plates. One is rat. One is human.
Human.
Really?
Easily.
You're eating human ahead of eating
Easily.
rat? I'm eating rat ahead of human.
That's crazy.
I think if they served rat at Le Bernardin, I would eat it.
Same.
If they serve rat, I mean, they
Because
serve.
you're a sheep, bro.
Yeah, no shit, I would
Just
eat that
letting
too.
the big companies control your mind. This
Le
is what
Bernardin
Ratatouille is
is
about.
not a big company.
This is what Ratatouille is about. You got a little rat on your head.
I
saying,
have
"Take
an
me to
open mind.
Take me to the most expensive restaurant to get the smallest portions of food imaginable.
You have you're more of a sheep because you like pick the things that are accepted to eat, and you're like, okay, I'll eat this small, and I'll eat a chicken, but I won't eat a pigeon.
I would eat a pigeon.
What's the difference between a pigeon and a rat? Fledermaus.
Rats have gross tails.
They say
pigeons
that
don't.
pigeons are the rats of the skies.
They do say that, but I would much rather
Germans
eat a
do.
pigeon than eat a rat.
Die Fledermaus.
Like, what do you? How do you even? What would the rat fillet look like?
A rat.
What is the cut of a rat?
You cook it whole and you spin it slowly like a rotisserie.
It's so
Splay
gross.
it
You
out.
don't think that Monsanto or fucking Purdue or whatever, or someone could like pump a bunch of steroids into a rat and have a fat rat fillet that like we could have a Chick-fil-A burger of just
No.
rat belly?
Rats are disgusting
Why?
because they're gross.
What if they had a fluffy tail? Would you accept them into your
No.
home then?
No.
You can crack the rib cage open and scoop out the guts and innards and
Little
put that
bone
into a
marrow.
sausage casing.
Yeah.
And it's delicious.
You know that fish are basically rats.
Not even remotely close.
Rats of the sea. That's
No,
what they
rats
say.
of the sea.
No.
What's the difference?
Rats have hands.
And fish have fins. What are you talking about? It's the same bone structure.
It's not even close to the
I
same.
mean, evolution, they just diverted. 2 roads diverged.
Rats they're the size of that water bottle, but you could squish them into like a fucking your hand.
Did
Same
you
with
see
the
the new
trout.
rat carcass over on the curve
Yes.
coming over?
Yes.
Yeah. There's a new
There's
one.
like paint splattered on it too.
It's a fresh one every week in the same exact spot.
Good. Kill them all.
Why?
The graffiti's getting pretty crazy
I
over there.
hate them.
Do you hate pigeons?
No, they
Do
don't
you hate
bother me.
mice?
They do. They do bother me when they get in the way of my bike lane, though, and they've been doing that a lot.
If a
lately.
squirrel came into your home, would you offer them some of your delicious milk?
Probably.
The tree fell in the woods. Does it even make a sound?
Look, squirrels are not even close to as gross as rats because squirrels don't go in your house.
They would.
No, they don't.
You don't know my squirrels.
I've had squirrels in a when I lived in Manayunk, there were squirrels in the walls.
Manayunk.
They
We had
actually-
squirrels in the walls, and we had one in the
See?
attic, and we used a very humane traps, the kind that don't kill the squirrel.
Yeah.
And so we had it in the trap, and we got it out. And I'll tell you what, as soon as we brought this squirrel out into the daylight, it started ramming its head against the front of the trap, ramming it, backing up, ramming it.
You have to take them 20 miles away, or like
They'll come back.
They find their way
recommend
back.
Oh, they'll
you-
just come right back.
They recommend you drown them.
Yeah.
And so they did the same thing. They had the humane trap, and then they took it down to the Schuylkill River. My friend Mike, and he literally he said the squirrel made eye contact with him as he drowned it.
Did he take the trap and just gently submerge it in his
Yes.
own hand.
Which is what Ratatouille's about. Like that's how he becomes friends with the rat. The guy who owns the restaurant's like kills this rat, and he's like, "Well, the rat made the fucking great soup that the critic liked tonight. I can't kill the rat."
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Look, if there was a rat out there that could cook a great soup, maybe I wouldn't hate
I
that
bet every rat can cook a great soup.
I bet they can.
Why?
I just don't believe.
Why?
I'm not a believer.
But they're smart.
They're not that smart though.
They're really smart.
That's what everyone says. But if they were so smart, then why don't they have a house?
Why
do
does
they? Why do they?
everyone
Why do
say
they try
that?
to live in my house?
Because they don't have to. Because you pay rent like a sucker. They're
Like, if
probably
they're-
like,
if-
if humans are so smart, why do they pay for their house?
Dude,
Checkmate.
if they think they're so smart, why are they rummaging around through trash to get food?
I'll tell you what, rats
Get
don't
your
live
own
in
food.
my house.
Cook your own food.
They don't live in my house.
They don't live in my house either.
Yes, you just said that they do.
No, I said they try to come into my house, but I have so many traps that they're not able to get in.
I mean, they probably are. They're like,
they're there.
They're not.
They're all around.
I
you.
promise
they're
you
there.
they aren't.
They're there.
20 traps in my house. 20.
You got a trap house.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The rats come into your trap and take over your trap.
Yeah.
I'd imagine. I have respect for rats, and my dog always wants to kill rats, and I always spare the rat. I spare the rat. I spare the squirrel
Mm.
because I
That's
respect
crazy.
both of the animals.
If I had a dog, I would let it kill all the rats.
I follow an account called War Dogs, and it's just these terriers in Harlem or something that they just unleash them on rats, and all they do is kill rats.
I mean, that's probably bad for the dogs.
What's their technique? Grab it by the neck and
Yeah.
wrangle it
It's so
around?
animalistic. I mean, have you ever seen a dog that just like finds a toy and rips it apart and then starts ripping the stuffing out?
Yeah.
Their natural instincts
Yeah.
Amazing.
disembowel.
Yeah.
That's what they do.
And they usually set it to DMX. I'd love to show you one of the videos if you'll allow me.
I'm okay. I do not want to see that.
I didn't say you, bro.
I need to.
War
Battle dogs.
Dogs. That's one of the.
Oh my God. It's a rat?
Yes,
Two of them?
they're fighting between it. They're pulling on either side of it, killing it.
Oh God. That's really gross.
Oh, and these are babies. They must have bred. You have to follow this account, War Dogs.
And that's the food they cook? They cook the rat?
Yes. Unbelievable.
All right. I'm pulling up the spread for this week.
Good
Are we
thinking.
gonna make a parlay?
Let's
Yep.
do it.
Are we doing it on your account or mine?
I'll do it on mine.
$100.
Oh, we'll see about that.
Okay, I'll do it on mine then.
All right. Commanders, Eagles.
With the points?
No, Eagles money line.
I like Commanders.
Why would you do that, Francis?
Well, they just looked really good.
They lost.
And now they're out for blood. And to come back and beat the Eagles would be a statement win.
So Eagles money line?
Jaden
Yeah.
Daniels,
What's the
man.
odds that the Commanders lose 2 games in a row?
Jaden Daniels, man, I'm telling you.
It's rookie quarterbacks lose 2 games in a row. Caleb Williams is going through it right now.
Yeah, but Jaden Daniels is good and Caleb Williams isn't.
Well, Drake May lost 2 games in a row too, dickhead.
But the Patriots suck and the Commanders don't.
Your logic is flawed.
Oh, you can't take emotions into this.
I'm saying I'm talking logic.
I'm just telling you, don't take
I'm
emotions
telling
into
you,
the parlay.
logic doesn't care about your emotions.
All right, we'll go back to Eagles Commanders.
Ravens Steelers.
Ravens.
Really?
God, I really like the Steelers there.
Okay. This is becoming too many. This is becoming
Too
too
many
much.
cooks?
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
We need so he's the rat that's on my head pulling my hair.
Let me work, please.
I'm going to write down whatever I think is going to happen. And
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see if I'm right.
You should get on DraftKings and make your counter parlay.
All right, should we just do 3 separate ones?
No. I'm
No.
doing we're doing the show parlay,
All right.
and Francis is doing the counterculture parlay.
All right, go.
Commanders, Eagles. Let's start from the
Let's go
beginning.
Eagles. Go Eagles.
With the
They
money
just have
line?
too many. The Eagles have too many
Are you
weapons.
just going money lines?
Yeah, at Eagles too.
Money lines or the points?
Money line.
Okay. Fine.
No, we're gonna mix it up.
Okay.
Ravens Steelers. Ravens -3.
Ravens money line.
Why money line?
because I like it more than -3.
Jesus Christ.
Trying to be realistic here, brother.
Browns at Saints. Browns +1.
Ooh,
Saints.
that's a tough one.
Love me some Saints.
What about the points then? Over under? Browns defense is pretty good. We could go under. Saints also, I mean, they just fired their coach. They had a bounce back this week.
They scored a lot too.
So should we go Saints?
Let's go over.
Over?
Yeah,
All right. Packers, Bears.
Packers money line.
No, Packers with the points. Packers are going to smoke the Bears.
You think Packers -6.5?
I mean, the money line's -285. It's nothing. All right, we could go money line.
Go money
Packers,
line.
I like the line there.
So what do you think?
I would take the points.
No,
6.5?
no,
Okay.
money line. Dude, Jordan Love's not playing great right now.
Sass is such a dictator, but I'm cool with it. Colts, Jets.
That's got to be Colts. Joe Flacco.
The Jets are buns,
Jets are buns.
but will they be able to bounce back?
No.
I don't think so. I think we go.
Aaron
I think we go
Rodgers
Colts
looks-
+3.
Looks old.
Colts
He looks-
+3. Okay.
He does look
lost.
old. Jags, Lions.
13, -13. Jags?
I'm going Lions.
It's Mac Jones though.
Yeah, but Mac Jones they were close this past
3
week.
turnovers.
Actually, I wouldn't include this game. I would stay away from this game.
If we don't skip
What about the points?
over under.
Yeah. The total. What do you think?
Let's take the Jags.
Lions have blown out some teams.
They have.
Should we go with a -13? But the Jags kept it close against the Eagles. They kept it close last week. I don't know if Lawrence will be
close
back.
last week
Will Lawrence be back?
against the Vikings too.
Vikings, no.
I don't like -13. -13 is insane.
So say +13? Jags? Jags.
I mean, that's great. Like this is they're the best team in the NFL going against one of the worst teams in the NFL.
+13.
No, can't do that.
Well, what do you want to do then? Lions, money line?
The money line's -800.
I know. Well, what do you want to do then?
Under 48, maybe. I don't like betting the under though, especially on a Lions game.
Okay, well, what do you want to do then?
I'd just go Lions money line.
Lions money -800? That doesn't even change the odds. Oh, yeah, it does a little bit. Okay, Rams at Patriots.
Patriots +5.5.
Yeah, I mean, who's not putting their emotion into it now?
Bro, Patriots were +6.5 this week and they won by over a touchdown
Yeah, but you're assuming that they're just going to be hot forever now, or what?
in New England.
All right. Patriots +5.5.
Trust.
I mean, you're telling me not to bet emotionally. Raiders at Dolphins.
Dolphins -7.
You think they'll cover 7 points?
Yeah,
The Dolphins suck.
I think they'll cover 7
Dolphins suck, bro.
in Miami.
All right.
This might be
Vikings
a dicey week. We might go fucking 50% hit right here.
Vikings at Titans.
Over 39.
Copy. Falcons at Broncos.
Falcons money line.
Really?
Yeah.
Broncos almost beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, Falcons money line.
All right.
Yeah, I like that.
Seahawks at 49ers. Niners -6.5.
I kind of like that.
The Niners?
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't look good this past week. Christian McCaffrey looks old.
Yeah.
And Seahawks intra-divisional game. Seahawks could keep it within your call, though.
All right, +6.5 Seahawks. I'm down to ride that.
Chiefs at Bills. Bills money line.
Yeah, go Bills money line. That's gonna be the one though.
Why?
Because the Chiefs are gonna there's
No,
the dark
the Chiefs
dude,
show
talk
they're
about
vulnerable.
dark magic.
Bro, you can't say that about Mahomes.
Hmm.
Bengals at Chargers.
Bengals money line.
I disagree with that.
I don't.
Justin Herbert's a dog.
Bengals are gonna win out.
Texans at Cowboys. Texans.
Texans -7.
Yep.
Except Stroud has a way of matching his opponent's skill level.
Okay, so $100 wins $250,000.
All right.
Nice.
Sweet.
I
Book
like
it.
that.
Book it.
Okay, so that means that
Oh, wait, we
split-
didn't do the Thursday.
Yeah, we did. That's the Eagles.
What did we pick?
You said the Eagles money line.
Okay.
Don't love that.
So the bet's in $100. It would be $250,000 split 5 ways among the 5 of us.
Sick.
Sweet.
Which means, of course, $200,000 for me. No, so it's $50,000 a pop. $50,000 for the 5 of us.
I could live with it.
I could use that.
We could all use it.
Not thrilled about it, but
It's
I can live
almost
with
a
it.
Nautilus.
But I'm not eating the fucking taxes.
You're eating the taxes?
No, you boys are all fucking kicking back up for taxes. I'll pay you after the taxes come out, which might be a full calendar year.
All right.
Good luck.
We'll see you guys next week. Goodbye.